This is my titanium Apple credit card. Okay, it's not as heavy as I thought it would be. That was anticlimactic. Also, these colors are very career-friendly, which I am here for, but actually, they have nothing to do with pride.
Hey everyone, I'm Alejandro, and today I'm going to review Apple's new titanium credit card, which I don't need another credit card, but I'm going to do this video just for you. Now, if you haven't heard, Apple released a new credit card as part of its effort to replace your wallet.
Our vision is to replace this.
And in true Apple fashion, the card has a beautiful design. It's slick, elegant, and delicate. I'll get to that later. But if you're an iPhone user who already uses Apple Pay, all of this will be extremely familiar.
So now that I've activated my card, I am ready to review it. There are three things that I want to explore with this card. One of them is the reward system. The second one is privacy. Apple claims that everything about this card is to keep your information private and secure. And the third and last thing I want to explore is the user interface within the wallet app. So then I guess it's time for me to go shopping.
Now, I got my card within 5 days of applying, and the application itself was the fastest application I've ever completed when applying for a credit card.
Well, that was quick. It took me under 5 minutes to apply and get approved for my Apple credit card using my iPhone, which reminds me, if you're an Android user, you won't be able to apply because you need one of these in order to use it. The card is also absolutely free.
And when I say it's absolutely free, that's because there are no hidden fees. So no over the limit, international, or late payment fees. Apple also told me that it's 100% free to get it replaced in case anything ever happens to it. Which reminds me, let's talk about the care of this card really quick.
All right, so I was about to put my credit card in my wallet, and I read Apple's care instructions for this, and apparently you can't put it in leather or denim, so what? Am I supposed to carry it in this envelope? I don't understand. I think it'll be fine if I give it just its own slot in my wallet as opposed to putting it with 10 other cards so that it doesn't get scratched or demagnetized or any of that. So I'm just gonna take my chances because I'm not gonna be carrying my card in a glass case in its own individual pocket.
Apple wanted to be transparent with the care of the card on its website, but that got blown out of proportion and became a meme on Twitter. Anyway, let's move on to the reward system.
Alright, so for those of you unfamiliar with Apple Pay, it's the feature that lives within your wallet app that lets you pay by tapping your phone at terminals at stores. Now, this feature has been available for a while now, but before you only had the choice to link up your bank card of choice in order to pay. Now, with the Apple Card, when you link that up, you can unlock rewards such as 2% cashback.
The reward system for this card is pretty nice. The daily cashback you get, you can all track it in the app and see it almost immediately, which is nice because compared to other cards, sometimes it's difficult to track your reward points or even cash out. However, the percentages on this card aren't that high. Then again, you don't have to pay an annual fee for it. Now, Apple rewards you with 3% cashback for every dollar you spend at Apple. That includes anything you buy on iTunes, at the Apple Store, any iCloud subscriptions, Apple News, Apple Music, etc. If it's Apple and you buy it through Apple, you'll get 3% back. You'll also get 3% cashback by booking a ride on Uber, delivery on Uber Eats, and in the future, there will be more partners that Apple will announce. Now, that percentage goes down to 2% cashback for every dollar that you spend using Apple Pay. So any purchase that you do with your phone, you'll be able to get 2% cashback. And if you're somewhere where you can't use your phone and you're gonna use your card, so say a deli around the corner, you'll get 1% cashback for any purchase you make with your physical credit card.
And that's it, there's nothing to it.
So there's really no incentive for you to use this card when you could get more cashback with your phone. And once you've collected enough daily cashback, you could use that money to either buy something on iTunes, send it to friends via iMessage, use it with Apple Pay, or even better, use all that to pay back your credit card, which it's not a lot. Unless you're making $1,000 purchases, it's not a lot of money.
So I have some beef with Apple's commercial about the credit card because whoever they're showcasing, their daily cashback is insane. They're getting large amounts. I've been using the credit card for a week now, and I have a total balance of $187. And you want to know how much daily cashback I've received? $2.80. How am I supposed to make a payment with that money? Like, I don't know, maybe I could buy 2 songs with that?
The cashback system is definitely one of the biggest things that Apple is selling with this credit card, but it's not the most important. That's your privacy. Apple claims that all the information attached to their credit card is entirely private and secure. Apple told me that no one at the company is looking at your data, including your weekly report or your transactions. The only company that will have access to your data on the back end will be Goldman Sachs, and that's for operational purposes only, meaning they won't be monetizing on your data, selling it to third parties, or targeting you with specific ads. And in the day and age of credit card breaches and hacks, I think it's safe to say that we all want to hear that our credit cards are private and secure. Now, Apple also hopes to keep our information secure by not putting any credit card information on the actual card itself. So if you look closely, there are no credit card numbers here, and there's no security code on the back. But if you need that information, you'll have to access it via your phone and the wallet app after you put in your password. So all this is just to prevent a thief from swiping your credit card number and security code off your physical card. Now, one thing I really liked about this new user interface is that it visualizes your recent purchases by adding a color to them.
And as you can see, as you use it more and more, the virtual card changes color. So towards the bottom, it's orange, and that's because I've used it a lot for food and drink. In the top right corner, it's blue because I have also used it for transportation. And the top left corner is pink because I've used it to go to the movies and other entertainment purchases like iTunes. I bought a movie on iTunes. I bought Little Shop of Horrors. And so you could also go into your monthly activity, and it will divide all your purchases into categories. So I think overall the user interface is quite friendly. It's really easy to understand your spending. And I think that's the best thing I like about this card.
The app also gives you the power to make more informed decisions. And what I mean by that is that it lets you track your spending and help you pay off your credit card in the smartest way possible. So every time you get your bill, you'll have a visual that helps you see what's the best way to pay your credit card with the least interest rate possible. So, is the card worth it? Let's look at the pros and the cons. The pros, this card offers you privacy. It also has a decent reward system when you use Apple Pay. It also offers you financial management tools, and it's at the low end of the APR range. The cons, well, it doesn't have that many benefits, and it's only worth it for Apple users.
All right, so my time reviewing the Apple Card is coming to an end, and I don't know, the APR, the annual percentage rate, which is the interest you accumulate over a 12-month period, is very low. It starts at 12%. I don't think that's enough to sell the card. It doesn't have mileage, which is what I look for in cards. So I personally won't be using this card. It was nice having it, but I'm gonna go back to my Amex, which gives me miles for every purchase that I make. It also gives me miles if I fly through Delta, and it also comes with perks like getting free luggage or being the first boarding class. I'd really recommend, if you're gonna get this card, for you to compare with Chase Sapphire, Chase Freedom, Capital One, all the other cards that are out there, and see which one is best for you. Really look into the reward system and see what it is that you want to get from your card. But when it comes to the APR, this is the lowest. When it comes to the reward system, it's not the best. And when it comes to the aesthetic of the card, well, I think Apple wins that. Anyways, that probably broke.